I've got it, I've found it, I've discovered it finally. I've now got a guaranteed way of having a great day at work every day. This secret was revealed to me when I discovered a woman by the name of Sabine Sonnentag. She is, well, you can say a lot of things about Sabine, but one thing that you cannot say is that she's not intelligent. This woman is a very intelligent woman. She's a professor at Mannheim University in Germany. In fact, Sabine has made it her career to focus on work effectiveness. She's conducted this incredible, far-reaching study involving 151 employees, and it lasted for 620 working days. Her findings were published in 2016 and then again in the Journal of Management in 2020. This woman is no slouch. She knows what she's talking about. And the concept that she's come up with that guarantees a great day at work every day is what she calls the reattachment ritual. It talks about the difference between the way some people start their day and the way other people start their day. And in fact, with this group of 151 employees, she prescribed the reattachment ritual for them and they followed it. And in her research, she got them to fill out a survey twice a day to report their findings with using this ritual. The ritual, if you like, is a way of starting the day. And you could compare it to an analogy like this. Imagine that your workday is a fast, rushing river. And you arrive at the banks of the river in the morning after your alarm's gone off, you've got time pressure, you've been in traffic all morning, and now you're staring at your emails. And so you kind of panic and you think, oh, I'm just going to dive straight in. And so you're now immersed in this rushing river, you're underwater most of the day, you don't know quite where you're going or where you're going to end up, and you feel like you're drowning for the most part. Compare that to the person that gets to the banks of the river and says, just hang on a second. Let's have a look around. Let's determine where we want to end up. Let's have a glance at the river, see which direction it's going in and where it wants to take us. And before we just dive in and get all wet and exhausted, let's get a boat and we can choose where we want to go. We can keep our head above water all day and focus on the outcomes that we're actually trying to create. Now, I'm going to give you a few of the steps in her ritual just so you can get a sense of what they're like, and you're going to forget all of them, but that's okay because we've taken the 5 critical steps out of her ritual and we've documented that in a carefully crafted, well-formatted PDF that is freely available for you, and it's linked in the description just below here. Now, if you work by yourself, this PDF can be stuck up on the wall and it gives you the 5 key steps to start a great day. If you work as part of a team, you can share this with everyone in your team and say, hey guys, this is going to provide a real boost in the effectiveness of every one of your work days. And if you're a leader, I'd suggest you make this part of your SOP for everyone. Hey guys, I really want you to start your workday like this and tell me how it feels. If it works for everyone, let's implement this as part of our practice. And the great thing about this is not just some idea and we hope that it works. This has been robustly tested with other professionals, so we know that this works. Here are a few things from this ritual, and when you hear these, you're going to realize, yeah, that makes sense. And if you're not doing it, I think that exposes a significant gap in the process of your mornings. The first one is simple. Just think about the tasks that you're going to do that day. And that's quite a contrast from just opening your laptop, staring at your inbox, and just going into full reaction/panic mode. Just stop for a minute. Don't touch your laptop. Just think, right, what have I got on today? And the next thing is anticipate the challenges and the opportunities that you're going to face during the day. And there's very clear reasons for this, and you'll find that shown in the PDF. Another one is to take a moment and get mentally prepared for the meetings and the interactions that you're going to have during the day. Don't just wander into conversations and let the other person dictate the outcome of those conversations, which is often the way people treat meetings, negotiations, and a lot of their interactions. Go in with a level of mental preparation so that you're actually in charge of the conversation. And this won't surprise you. Think about your priorities. What do you really want to get done? Because I think one of the biggest differences between a great day and a day that just makes you feel like you've just kind of wasted your time is when you get to the end of the day and feel a sense of accomplishment. And that comes from doing the important things. Now, if you're not already convinced that this is actually pretty smart and this would make a big difference to both you and potentially the team around you, well, here are the findings that Sonnentag came across when she worked with these 151 employees. She reported 4 critical things. The first one was that people reactivated their goals each day. That then led them to point number 2, a renewed level of focus. It also gave them an increased level of energy and enthusiasm. And the last one was that it made people feel as though they had greater access to job-related resources. I've thought about this and I've read further about this particular point because it sounds a bit jargonistic. It just sounds like it's sort of corporate speak. I thought, what does that really mean? My simple understanding of that is that if I turn up to work in the morning and I think about my day, I plan my day, I'm going to feel better. I'm going to feel like a high performer. I'm going to feel as though I'm there making a solid contribution. And when I look around at the resources that I need access to, including other people, I'll think, yeah, I've got an elevated sense of my purpose here. And so I've got every right to call on the resources of others and to go and use things that I need and to get access to things that are going to enhance my performance. Whereas I think if I start on the back foot every day, I'll be tentative about asking people for support because like I'm in a sinking ship, I'm underwater. Why would anyone join me? Whereas if I'm in my boat sailing down this fast moving river, I can say, hey, get on board, we're going that way. Here's the second last point. If we wanted to capture all of this in a sentence, and we wanted to take all of the findings from all the people she worked with over so many days, it's this: get more done, feel better. Get more done, feel better. Here's the last point. This is important. We want to have great days. We want to feel like we're making a contribution. And when we put our life into our work, which is the case for many of us because we're spending so much time at work, if we don't have great days, we feel like we're wasting our life. When we have a great day, we feel like we're on purpose, that our work has got meaning. And that's an important thing for us as humans. Please click on the link below and get access to this PDF. What you do with it is entirely up to you, but this is great information. We've carefully prepared it for you, and of course, it is completely free, but it will make a big difference in your understanding of this concept and your ability to A, adopt it yourself, and B, share it with others. Folks, this is Low-TED. My name's Wayne. I run Learn Well Books. We're an international best-selling book publishing house. We come across so much information in the course of our work that we want to share it with you. So we've created Low-TED. We're learning one thing every day. And we know that if you want to be interesting, you've got to stay interested. Thanks for watching. I'll see you tomorrow.